there, welcome to Live Life Happy, the book club. My name's Andrea Seydel, and I help people read, write, and publish books. And today we have an incredible book for you. It's Mindset, The New Psychology of Success by Carol Dweck. Now, this is like a must read for anyone who's read any books in positive psychology. And this is just such a good book because the key to achieving our fullest potential isn't necessarily in our talent or intelligence, but simply in believing that we can grow. So that's exactly what Carol Dweck explores in her book. And she introduces this powerful concept of the growth mindset. It's basically the belief that abilities and intelligence are not fixed, but we can develop them through effort and persistence. And so this book is a game changer for anyone looking to improve, whether it's in relationships or business or just parenting or growth in general. Let's jump in. So, Carol Dweck is a renowned psychologist and professor at Stanford University. She's best known for her research on motivation, personality, and development. She wrote Mindset to share her groundbreaking findings and to share how how our beliefs and our intelligence, they are important, but the most important aspect to that is our beliefs about intelligent and our ability is really the most important part. It's what shapes our success. So I feel like I'm not explaining that. So it's not only, so her findings are basically that our beliefs about our intelligence and our beliefs about our abilities, they shape our success. So if we believe that we can get better at something, if we believe that we can grow and learn, then that will actually shape our success. It's not our intelligence itself. It's not our ability itself. It's our belief in those abilities and our belief in our intelligence that actually shapes our success. So her work has influenced so many people and it is known worldwide. And so let's jump into her book. So, at the heart of mindset is this idea that people operate with either generally a fixed or a growth mindset. We can oscillate between the two. And she has written a follow up book, which is incredible as well, that talks a little bit more about how you're not either fixed or growth and how there is a blend. You could have a blend, and that we can at any time move from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset that's very fluid. So, a fixed mindset is basically believing that intelligence, talent, and our abilities are set in stone and that nothing we can do or say is going to affect that. So, people with a fixed mindset might avoid challenges because why bother? Or they might avoid or fear failure or feel threatened by others' success because the mentality is you either have it or you don't. And so a growth mindset, on the other hand, is a belief that intelligence and abilities, they can be developed through effort, through learning, through persistence, and that we can learn and grow. And so people with a growth mindset embrace challenges because, oh, a challenge is a setback, but they see failures as opportunities for learning and growing and celebrate progress. So that's what a growth mindset is. So Dweck really does explore how these mindsets shape our whole life and how it can shape our world. And so, for example, in education, students with the growth mindset, they perform better because they see effort as a path to mastery. And then also in business and leadership, successful leaders foster and cultivate a growth mindset. They can see more opportunities for resilience. They can see opportunities for growth. And so it can really help in a leadership role and in business as well. It helps us in relationships. When we see relationships with a growth mindset, we view conflict and challenges as opportunities to strengthen connections, to grow, to learn, and discover about each other. And so also parenting and coaching, right? When we are encouraging effort and we're encouraging this idea of learning and growth rather than, just praising talent, it can help with leading to lifelong success. So you can see how a growth mindset can help in so many areas of life. So whether that be education, business leadership, relationships, parenting and coaching, it can help us on so many levels. So, how do we apply these lessons? So, one of the most actionable takeaways from mindset is this reframe. So, if we can reframe failure as a learning opportunity, that is such a huge, amazing way that it can help us move into what we call a growth mindset. When we reframe failure as an opportunity to learn, then it can help us on so many levels. So here's how you can practice a growth mindset daily. So, one way that we can use it is use the word yet. So, if you ever catch yourself saying, I'm not good at this, just simply add the word yet. So, I'm not good enough at this, or I'm not good at this yet. Adding that word automatically, instantaneously adds a growth mindset and allows us to say, hey, well, there is possibility for learning it. So, another thing that we can do is celebrate effort. So, it's not just the end result. So, instead of looking at the end results, we can look at the process. So, instead of saying, you're so smart when someone does really good or gets an A, you might try something like, wow, you worked really hard to get that, or you really worked really hard on that. So, celebrating the effort and the process it took allows us to really adopt a growth mindset instead of attaching success to our end results and our talent, so to speak. So, the other thing we can do is seek challenges. We can push ourselves out of our comfort zone. So, if someone feels like, you're challenging yourself, it means that you're growing. If you feel like something is hard, that means you're growing and learning. So, seek out challenges, opportunities to learn, and that'll help adopt a growth mindset as well. So, and then learn from feedback. Obviously, constructive criticism is a tool for improvement. Feed forward, as we call it in positive psychology. So, it's not a personal attack, but it's an opportunity for growth. And so, this is how we can apply the learning from her book, from mindset. It's all about this reframe failure as learning opportunities. So having a growth mindset doesn't just have to um, be about thinking about opportunities. So having a growth mindset doesn't just improve our skills, it transforms our entire world. It transforms our entire approach to life. So when we believe in the power of growth, we become more resilient. We see new opportunities. We're open to opportunities, and we're also willing to take on those challenges. So you can see how a growth mindset can help us so much. So think about a time when you struggled to, but you just kept going. So think about a time you were struggling, but you kept going. Maybe you learned to ride a bike. Maybe you learned, a new yoga pose, or you started a new job, or you tackled a really tough project and you completed it. That's the growth mindset in action. So now imagine applying that belief to everything that you do. It's going to be so powerful. How powerful would that be for you? So, if there's one thing you take away from mindset, it's this: your abilities are not fixed. With effort, with learning, with persistence, you can improve, you can grow, and you can achieve more than you even thought possible. So, what's one area of your life where you can shift from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset? Maybe it's learning a new skill, maybe it's handling criticism better, or maybe it's embracing a challenge instead of avoiding them. So that's about it. Until next time, helping you live life happy, I'm Andrea Seydel. See you next time for another amazing book discussion. Bye.